Hey, how's it going? Anyone who knows me and anyone who's been watching my videos really will probably know that I am a very reflective person. Obviously the changeover from one year to the next is an externally imposed moment of reflection, so like I'm on fire in the reflectiveness department right now. What kind of analogy is that? Fucking hell. Anyway, I kind of wanted to make a video sort of recapping the year that I've had. I think I will probably make this a yearly thing, so I can sort of look back in a couple of years time and be like, hey, that's what that was like, or oh, that's when that happened, or oh, look how much I've grown, or look how much my life has changed, or whatever, like, you know. But I'm going to go chronologically, so I'm going to talk about like my goals and stuff like heading into 2017, go through like things that have happened quite quickly, recapping on the year and going ahead to next year, what my goals are, what my to-do list is, what my resolutions are, all of the fun things that will hopefully be coming up in 2018. So yeah, if I go to, I actually have a folder on my notes on my phone called years. It goes back to 2013 and has like my New Year's resolutions for each year and like how well I did on, because yeah, that's how I roll. 2017, my sort of resolutions as such were stay out of drama and keep secrets better, start the YouTube channel, live the dream, start to work on mental health issues and be happy, get the attendance up at uni and nail the year's assignments. Yeah, that fucking went well. Expand your horizons with dreams, stay in regular contact with the fam, and get into shape, join a sports team in second year. Some of them have gone quite well, some of them less so. The uni related ones, like, I'm not at uni anymore, so, you know, fuck that. I also, on the 15th of January, added some plans in. My plans were write a book, learn how to use Fruit Loops, create on my bubble, and start vlogging. I tried. I tried. Anyway, so that was where I was at heading into 2017. Those are my resolutions. As for how 2017 actually went. So I started 2017 in a relationship that was not very good for me. I'm not gonna like stand here and chat shit about her because like it wasn't her fault. We wanted different things, tried to force ourselves together and make it work. It didn't work. That's how life goes. You know, it wasn't necessarily her fault, it wasn't necessarily my fault. It's the way it was, and it wasn't very good for me. In January I got broken up with twice. Yeah, same girl. Like, no, I didn't move on that quickly. It was, yeah, twice. Obviously I had to deal with the breakup and with general loneliness at uni. So yeah, and I combated that by getting back into both watching YouTube and dreaming about YouTube. Obviously it was part of my resolutions, but it was still something that I kind of put off. Because originally I put it off till uni, and then when I got to uni, obviously I got into the relationship, and that was all exciting and devoted a lot of my time to that. What was left to other friends and uni, so YouTube didn't really get a chance. I started vlogging at the end of January and that was amazing. It's one of the best decisions that I've made in my entire life. It makes me so happy, and I know I said this a couple of weeks ago, I want to get into doing this even more than I am. I know I keep saying that, I'm like a broken fucking record, but you know, it's something that I really love, and I need to give it the time that it deserves. Through February and March I had some awesome events. So the first Bristol weekend was amazing. My brother came to visit me at uni, which was also a lot of fun, and also me, James and Seb went to Lone Atlantis gig in March. And then April kind of, you know, I turned 19, I was home for a lot of it, so it was a nice month, but there's not really a lot to talk about because those are the things. You know, they're the main things that happened, and that's about it. But I was planning ahead for May, obviously, where I did Redham, which was incredible. Unfortunately, because I now work full time, I don't know when I will next get to do something like that, because I can't really book off like a month, and I don't really get summer holidays. So, you know, we'll see. I do want to do something like that again sometime, but I don't know when I'll be able to. During May, we also had Marinus Trench gig and also Comic-Con, which were awesome, and obviously were cool vlogs, I think. I don't know if other people enjoyed them, but I certainly had a laugh, so yeah. Towards the end of May, I decided to drop out of uni, which was a fucking huge decision. Like, what the fuck? That wasn't even on my radar at the beginning of the year, and suddenly I was making one of the biggest decisions of my life. And then I moved home, which was awesome. Like, I'm loving it. There are some things that I miss about living away, but there are things that I missed while I was living away, like my family, that now obviously I'm back with because I'm back home. So like, you know, it swings and roundabouts. Life is good. Whether I'm there, whether I'm here, life is good. There are always going to be things that I'm going to miss, but there are always things to be grateful for. So, wow, that was fucking positive considering some of the things that I'm going to be talking about. Jesus Christ. That came out of nowhere. I feel wholesome now. Wow. I was then like job hunting and stuff through a lot of the summer, and then obviously went to the Reading Festival. I kind of skipped over the summer and didn't really talk about it because in my notes I'd just written down like job hunting and stuff, and then went on to the next bit that's coming afterwards. I totally forgot to like mention the fact that I'm up to Nottingham for like 2 weekends, which was awesome. Sorry, Ray and Jake, it wasn't deliberate. I just forgot to mention it. So yeah, that happened too. And then obviously went to Reading Festival, which was incredibly daunting but really cool. I only decided like a couple of days before that I was going to be going. I didn't really know people. There was one guy who I was going to be working with who I sort of knew, and I only found out on the day that I was going to be working with him. It worked out great. Obviously, like I got really ill and had to be bailed out, and that was probably one of the worst experiences of my life. That's the illest and worst I've ever felt in my entire life. It was fucking terrible. But, you know, all in all, great experience. Of course, after I got back from Reading Festival and recovered, I missed out on going to another festival in Ireland, which was probably for the best. And then I started working. I started my new job in the office, and it's been great. I've learned a lot, and I've already made friends there, and will continue to do so, hopefully. I don't really talk a lot about my work. I don't know, I don't really feel like I know what the right balance is yet, so I'm trying to be cautious. During that time as well, I went to the Neck Deep gig, and I went to see Dodie perform there as well. Both of which were incredible. Like Neck Deep was really wholesome. Like they had speakers from Hope for the Day there during the intermissions between sets. Dodie, it was like watching a friend. I know that sounds really cliche, but it was like watching a friend perform, and just the pride of it, which was obviously awesome. During this time as well, I got talking to a girl. I met the girl. We started dating. We dated for a little while. We stopped dating. It's still pretty raw, but I'm getting there with that. In terms of feeling sad, blunt as that sounds, like, you know, it obviously. It sucks, but at the same time, like, I'm grateful still for the experiences and the meetups we had and stuff like that. It was still a lot of fun, and that's what I want to try and focus on. Because at the end of the day, like, I've been in relationships before, I've been in breakups before, I still have nice memories of all of the girls that I've been with, no matter how it's ended up or no matter how much we've argued or whatever. So, you know, that's the important thing. Life will be fine again, I'll be happy again with someone else, and I will probably be in this situation again. The chances are, you know, that's life at the end of the day. Part of that was the Shikari gig, which was incredible. It was an emotional roller coaster, some of the best live performances, my first experience in the pit. So yeah, that was incredible. Afterwards, I spent weekends in Luton and Bristol. Luton, I filmed a lot of stuff, I didn't post it. I think there's a couple of videos like that with the Neck Deep video, and there was some stuff from earlier in the year, even back when I was still, like, at uni. But I recorded and edited some of it, but I never got into posting it, or I never finished editing it, or whatever it was. So I might at some point do a video where it's just like some of the bits, like the highlights of stuff that I never got around to posting, because I've still got all the footage. I've got a couple of hard drives with like video stuff, because I don't want to get rid of anything, I want to keep everything just in case. But yeah, and then obviously Bristol, you may have seen the video if you wanted to sit through the 20 minutes of it. I love that video. I know in places the audio is shite, or like the video quality is shite, or like just it's pointless stuff that no one cares about, but I love it because it's the memories of us being there, and it's friends and yeah, all of that soppy shit. I'm gonna check how much time I've spent talking about that. 13. Ooh, fuck. Okay, I can cut that down. It's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine. Where I'm at now is kind of difficult because some of where I'm at emotionally, mentally, whatever, is obviously the side effects of going through a breakup at the moment. So like, yeah, I'm sad sometimes. It's on my mind sometimes, you know. But I'd say generally, I'm not too bad. I know that's cliche, especially being British. We're never really good, we're just not too bad. But after being curious blood at the beginning of the year, I was given the advice of staying single for a while, to sort of, you know, work on myself, you know, do your own thing, live life, all the rest of it. And I kind of did, and you know, you get to a point where it's good, you know, like, I mean, YouTube's a big part of it. I got to a point where I liked my own company again, and I could just do things, and I was just doing me, and I was just living my life, and it was good. I did obviously miss having someone, hence I went looking and found someone, and yeah, but I worked on myself in some ways and not in others, and it came back to bite me on the arse a bit. Not necessarily in me and Emily's relationship or the reasons for our breakup, I'm not going to go into the details of that, but there are things that have been going on in my life for several years that I have ignored or put aside or tried to just get by with, and they keep coming back round. And so one of the main parts of looking ahead to my 2018 is sorting out some of this shit. Which brings me on to the more nerve-wracking and emotionally charged part of this video. I'm just going to dial it back for a second because I appreciate there are people watching this video who, if I talk about certain things, are going to feel sad or stressed, or it could have negative implications for them. So this is a warning. I'm about to be talking about mental health stuff. If you don't want to listen to it or watch it or whatever, stop the video. Having given that warning, my mental health is fucking shit at times. That's quite an admission. I'm usually kind of more like, oh no, it's fine, everyone, there's other people with worse things. There are, but mine is shit at times. It's something that I've dealt with for mainly the past sort of 4 years, but I can trace elements back even further to when I was about 12 or 13. I've mentioned my mental health at times on this channel anyway, and I will probably do a video another time talking about like what I go through and what's happening about it and the rest of it another time, because that's not what I want this video to be. It's important, but it's not this video. But yeah, I have issues with my mental health. I've spoken to my GP a couple of times about it, but never really pursued anything further, and I went back again not too long ago and spoke to them again and was given the same information again, and this time I'm actually going to pursue it because I keep just going around in circles and it keeps coming back. It's about time that I did something about it, and I got some advice or some help or whatever. However it turns out in 2018, I don't really know. I may go along and they may be like, yeah, this is some strategies to help get around this. They may give me some pills. I don't really know. All I do know is it's long fucking overdue that I sorted this out, rather than putting it off or thinking that I'm fine again because I've had a couple of good weeks or whatever the fuck. Like, it's time that I did something about this because I'm just so fucking sick of being in that position. I don't want to throw around any like diagnosis words or like conditions because I've not been properly diagnosed. But when I spoke to the doctor about it, they were like, yeah, that sounds a lot like anxiety, and I was like, yeah, that's kind of what I thought it was. I don't want it to become sort of what I vlog about. Like, I'm more than that and I have more to offer than that, but I do definitely want to talk about it on my channel because it's something that needs to be talked about. It's something that needs to be talked about more. It's something that I should have spoken more about when I was younger. What I was going through, the fact that I wasn't feeling okay. While filming this, I haven't yet spoken to my siblings about it. I'm planning on in the next couple of days when I see them, but you know, it's you see what I mean. It's important. It's really important to talk. That's sort of advice bit, if you want. And sort of going back to the 2017 recap thing that this video is, that was one of the things that I'd sort of earmarked as one of the things, like as part of this staying single and focusing on sorting myself out for a while, but I convinced myself that it was fine and it was just a product of the relationship that I was in and the fact that it was not ideal and the breakup that I was going through, and it wasn't that. It was an excuse because I was scared, but yeah, it's time. So if I was to sum up my 2017 in a song lyric, because that's how I roll, no one really asked, but I'm going to do it anyway. It's from Motion Sickness by Nick Deep, which happens to be one of my favourite songs. Hashtag relatable. Oh god, I hate myself. The lyric is, I convinced myself that I made a lot of progress, and in some ways I did. I mean, if me this time last year looked ahead and saw me doing this, that would have blown his fucking mind. But at the same time, like, I have a lot more progress to make. And I know that's always the way life is. You never really achieve everything. You're always working towards something. Or what's the point? But I'm sat here at the end thinking that I could have done so much more with this year. I don't want to be there in 12 months' time, which leads us nicely onto my plans and resolutions for 2018. That was a really nice, like, accidental transition. I didn't plan that at all. So 2018 resolutions / reminders, because some of it's not necessarily stuff to like improve on. It's just stuff that I need to remember. Hence the word reminders. Don't be afraid to stay true to yourself. Get on well with people at work. Get on well with work at work. Stick to vlogging and chase the dream. Stick to your goals with music and chase the dream. Try and start exercising more, please. Get mental health help. And don't date until you're better. With the please on the exercising, that's been pretty much a constant one since 2013, so yeah. And in terms of the last one, don't date, that's not necessarily something that I want to set in stone as such, but that's why there's the till you're better. Originally it was just don't date in 2018, but I feel like if I try and date while I am trying to sort out my head, it's just going to complicate things, it's just going to be a distraction because I tend to go all in, and so I won't be doing things like YouTube while I'm in a relationship and trying to sort out my mental health and working a full-time job. It's just something that I should sort out beforehand, really. That doesn't mean that you won't see me with someone at some point this year, or I won't be looking or anything like that. Fuck knows how the year's going to go. I don't know. It's just sort of a reminder because I do like being with people and I'm probably not in the best place to be with someone. In terms of my to-do list is fucking beautiful this year. I love it. Lip ring? Maybe. I haven't decided if I want it yet. I'm pretty sure I want it. I want to get 2 helix rings as well up here. I want to get some tattoos. I'm dying to start getting tattoos. I'm obviously waiting to get the first one with Kevin, and that is obviously part of the to-do list. Like, we need to sort that out. I want that to be my first, but once that one's done, then I can start getting on with some of the other stuff that I want to get. I could talk about that in another video. I don't know. I will have at least 40 videos, which is probably a bit ambitious, but to be fair, I did it this year, but that did include Vedim, whereas without Vedim, that's, you know, it could be kind of difficult, but I think it's achievable. I want to have 3 covers at least on the channel, and I want to have 1 completely produced song, which kind of leads me on to one of the other goals that's not specifically said in there, but like is something that I'm already looking into, is I really want to get into music. I write a lot of music, it's how I sort of cope with my emotions at times. But I want to get into playing guitar properly again, and also into music software in terms of mixing, producing, stuff like that. It's not something I want to set in stone a particular time frame for, but it is part of my to-do list for the year, so you know, it's something that I do need to get on with. I do want to get on with. It's stuff that I want to do. I don't want to look at it as a chore. It's stuff that I'm interested in and I want to pursue. I don't want to just do music. I love vlogging, but I want to do both because that's sort of part of where my dream has been at, but I've never really gone, hey, maybe I could do this, and fuck it, maybe I can. I don't know. We'll see. So I'm kind of going to round it off with another song lyric because, again, no one asked, but I'm going to do it. There's a song called Undercover Agents by Shikari, which I fucking love. It's probably one of my favourite songs right now. It's quite a simple lyric, and it's quite, like, 14-year-old edgy kid when you sort of take it out of context. But at the same time, like, I think it's kind of appropriate, especially with what I've been talking about in terms of sort of my head out and shit like that. And the lyric is, I am currently under construction. Thank you for your patience. Because that's kind of how I'm looking at myself at the moment. I know we're all works in progress at all times, but I really want to try and make a difference to who I am in the next year. I want to achieve some of the things that I set out as goals, and I want to achieve being a better me. So thank you for watching this video. If you've got to the end, I think it's probably going to be another long one. We'll try and get back to normal videos soon. Like the Bristol one was the Bristol one. This is obviously at the end of the year recap, and then the next one is also kind of another recapping the year thing, but it's going to be more fun, I promise. It's a fun video. But yeah, thank you very much for watching this video, and if you've been a part of my 2017, thank you very much. I know I've said a lot of things that weren't so good about 2017 in terms of not achieving everything that I wanted to, but 2017 has still been an amazing year. It's probably the biggest and most important year in my life to date, with the things that I've done and decisions I made and places I've been as well. So yeah, thank you if you've been a part of it. Let's make 2018 a great one. Fuck, that was cliche. Oh god, no, I can't end on that. Oh. Yeah, fuck it. Peace. Don't be afraid to stay.